Peaches, good news. The third season of Ginny and Georgia is now available on Netflix, which is fortunate given how Georgia's marriage ended. After all, it would have been illegal to cancel the event at this time. Given that the second season of Netflix debuted at the top in English-speaking areas and garnered 180.47 million viewing hours, the renewal is not surprising. That is just a few million short of the statistics amassed by Dahmer and Bridgerton, two of Netflix's biggest stars. It also dethroned Wednesday from the top rank, which requires a major force. We understand that you are eagerly anticipating the third season, so get your defense lawyer on the phone and get your alibis ready as we go over all you need to know about Ginny and Georgia Season 3 on Netflix. Ginny and Georgia Season 3 potential release date. When will Ginny and Georgia Season 3 air? Netflix announced in May 2023 that a third season of Ginny and Georgia will air. Not only that, but a Season 4 has been announced as well. The joyful news was announced by the streaming service on X, formerly Twitter, along with a video featuring some of the cast members who hinted at a lot of drama and love triangles in the next seasons. Although we would have assumed that new Ginny and Georgia episodes would air by early 2024, given the recent Hollywood standstill caused by the Writers Guild of America, Screen Actors Guild, and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists strikes, it might take a bit longer. But we have no doubt that work on Season 3 will soon pick up steam, so fresh episodes should be available in late 2024 or early 2025. As usual, we'll keep you informed as soon as we learn of any new developments. Ginny and Georgia Season 3 cast. Who will be back for Ginny and Georgia Season 3? Given the size of Ginny and Georgia's ensemble, viewers should anticipate seeing the following actors return to Wellsbury for Season 3, barring any last-minute adjustments behind the scenes. Brian Howie as Georgia Miller, Antonia Gentry as Ginny Miller, Diesel Letaraka as Austin Miller, Jennifer Robertson as Ellen Baker, Felix Mallard as Marcus Baker, Sarah Wasteglass as Maxine Max Baker, Scott Porter as Mayor Paul Randolph, Raymond DeBlack as Joe, Mason Temple as Hunter Chen, Katie Douglas as Abby, Chelsea Clark as Nora, Jonathan Potts as Mr. Gittin, Sabrina Giardovich as Cynthia Fuller, Colton Gabo as Jordan, Connor Laidman as Zach, Nathan Mitchell as Zion Miller, Rebecca Black as Padma, Tisson Smith as Brody, Daniel Barron as Nick, Aaron Ashmore as Gil Timmons, not to mention the ensemble of flashback actors, which includes Nikki Raumel as the teenage Georgia Miller and Kyle Berry as the teenage Zion Miller. From the sounds of things, Mitchell is eager to get into a third season of Zion. Regarding his hopes for Season 3, he stated, "I'd want to see where things go with Simone. When all three of them are together and must negotiate a new dynamic, I think it's always entertaining to toss Georgia into the mix. Thus, it's possible that Vanessa Antoine, who plays Simone, will appear more frequently, which only suggests one thing: extra drama, though it's likely that Georgia won't be able to keep her envy contained for long." Ginny and Georgia Season 3 plot. What will happen in Ginny and Georgia Season 3? At the conclusion of Ginny and Georgia's second season, a lot happened. Much, really. Here is a summary of all the important issues that need to be addressed in greater detail in Season 3. Will Marcus and Ginny pretend to be friends for the entire season, or will they reconcile? Will Georgia and Joe ever take their emotions for one another further? Or will Joe continue to be a big, old softy and mope around? Is Max going to start seeing silver, as in, formally, since we stand? Is Simone going to live with Zion? Or will Zion, like everyone else in Wellsbury, keep pining for Georgia? Will Hunter ever get over Ginny and cease being so boring? What sort of decisions will Abby make about boys? True, Abs are in style, but so is dignity. Will there ever be a real plot for Nora? Is the N and Mang silent, or what? Will Marcus divulge the major secret of Georgia? Teenagers who are inebriated, unhappy, or hormonal aren't the most trustworthy people. Following her arrest, will Paul remain with Georgia? He promises to do so as she is led away to prison, although it may depend on the length of his new wife's sentence. Did Nick reveal Georgia's whereabouts to others? That is exactly how it appears. Will Austin experience the same trauma as Ginny? It turns out that Mommy Dearest isn't the perfect housewife he thought she was. How long will Georgia be imprisoned? Although she is resilient, life has taken a significant toll on her, and this might be the final straw. Sarah Lampert, the creator of Ginny and Georgia, was contacted by Deadline a day following the release of Season 2 on Netflix to address some of these queries. Lampert hinted that Season 3 will be going to be a wild ride, even if it hadn't been renewed yet. However, what can we expect from a third season? Regarding who will take care of Austin and Ginny in the future, Lampert said there are a lot of really great possibilities. If Georgia is being charged with this crime, we have Zion, he's Ginny's dad, we have Gil in the picture now, she continued. I think previous to this, he had no chance at custody because he was a convicted felon, but who knows now, and we've got Paul, who's the stepdad. We have so many golden possibilities for storytelling based on how rich these characters are, said Lampert. And based on how many surprises we want to throw into Season 3 that I'm being coy about, but we do have it planned out. What about Marcus and Ginny? Is that actually the end of the relationship? Or may we keep shipping Marcy, Jinkus, or any other name that suits you the best? All bets are off for Season 3, Lampert stated to Deadline. Who knows, maybe there are new characters. Season 3 is not yet available. We have everything planned out and have very organized ideas about how we want it to seem. But then in the writer's room, everything always changes. You have so many more brains coming to the table, and you have a better idea. And will Paul, Georgia's recently married husband, stick by her side or flee? There's an incredible speech in the dining room where she tells him everything, except for the murder, and after that, she gets jailed for a completely unrelated crime. Then we see Paul on the phone, phoning his lawyer as if you were not convinced for a single second. The Hollywood Reporter was informed by showrunner Deborah J. Fisher. Paul had just tied the knot with this woman when the cops show up to take his wife into custody. He thinks Georgia is innocent of all crimes. Will successfully argue that Mayor Paul Randolph's life will be somewhat lifted out from under him. Season 3 will be significantly impacted by the events of Season 2's closing moments. I think it's so poetic, Lampert told Deadline. The scene in which Georgia is placed in the police car as going to the chapel is playing in the background is heartbreaking in the show's tone. There is unquestionably a similarity as she drives off down the street in the same direction as Ginny and Austin did at the conclusion of Season 1. And if we ever have a third season, I believe the program would look quite different because she was a woman who was a superhero at what she did, and now that she's been exposed, it appears as though Superman has been defeated. We'll watch to see if she can escape the situation she's in. Ginny and Georgia Season 3 trailer. Any Ginny and Georgia Season 3 footage yet? While there won't be any new Ginny and Georgia Season 3 video available for some time, you'll find out more as soon as we know. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.